Hello, check one, two, three. Hello. Yes, I hope it's recording. All right, so, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I hope you're doing good. My name is Shayan Baloch, and today is February 5th, 2026, and it's about 3:57 or 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning. The reason why I'm making this video tonight is that I felt a very strong feeling that. So, why I'm making this video, first of all, let's talk about that. In the upcoming days, on 12th of February 2026, Isra University, my place where I work, we are going to be holding a job fair. It's a job and a trade fair where, of course, by name, it's very clear. A lot of institutes call it a career fair and so forth. So these are the common names that go in the market. So the reason why I'm making this video is that I had a strong feeling. So you see, I have graduated from the same university. It's been almost now 5 to 6 years. I graduated back in 2019 in December, and my convocation was in 2020 January. Since that time, and even when I was in the university, um, I felt this gap between the students and the counseling, career counseling, and there are a lot of things. And with the passage of time, I learned this thing that there are some things that are very crucial for students to understand. Not only students, the teachers, the instructors, the professors, the faculty themselves. While saying all these things, I do not claim to be an expert in this topic. I do not claim to be the only guru that you will find. Of course, I'm not even that one. I'm not even one. But this is purely coming out of my own experience. And all of a sudden, at this time and night, why I'm having this idea to make this video, because about 1 hour ago, I just met with my very old classmate from my university days, who's mashallah serving at a very good place. I'm not going to reveal his identity or his workplace for some privacy reasons. But you would never imagine two friends sitting in the car around 3 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. and discussing about what students are facing nowadays. Of course, I'm not talking about in a very broad spectrum, but I'm just talking about specifically our university, our campus. I have met a lot of students in the last 1.5 years since I have joined this university, my workplace, and I see there is a big ambiguity. And there are a lot of students who want to work, who want to do something better for them, who has a kind of a potential which needs to be converted into the kinetic. And how that will happen? Of course, with your help. If you are a faculty member, if you're a teacher, if you're a professor who's watching this video, I believe most of you must be doing this practice already in your classrooms. Please talk to them. Please try to understand their psychology or guide them. I know you must be doing it, but maybe it needs a little bit more effort. This entire cause needs a little bit more efforts. We need to make them understand that it's not just the education, the formal education that we are having in our educational institutes, but it is also about the way you carry yourself in the market, the way you communicate with people, the way you dress. Not that I consider myself as a very professional dresser. I'm really bad with dressing. I'm agreeing to that. But whenever I have to dress good, I try to. The way you approach, just like, we have heard this since the very beginning that the first impression is the last impression. In some cases, that is truth. In some cases, it is not. But let's talk about where it is the game. It is truth. So in some cases, it happens that you do not have the subject knowledge, you do not know what exactly to talk about it, but your confidence, the way you approach to people, the way you talk to them, that carries weight itself. For instance, it's been around 5 minutes I've been speaking to you in this camera, like you're looking directly into my camera, the one is recording. I didn't prepare for any script. Alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I have a little bit maybe command on my English speaking skills, that I don't need to look for really complex grammar or vocabulary to explain you stuff. But this thing comes, for some people, this thing comes naturally. For some people, they have to work hard. Since 2020, I have been teaching students online. I've been helping them to prepare for different job interviews. A lot of people have been approaching me online as well. So usually I've been serving the international community, not the Pakistanis ones. Usually not Pakistanis, it's usually the international community that I work with because of my freelancing venture. So here's the takeaway, here's the solution. Let's talk about the solution. So this job fair is coming up. I want you to please at least do bare minimum, and that is to please prepare your resumes. Now you might have this question, sir, maybe we are in our second year, maybe we are in our third year, maybe we are in our final year. You must have done some internships. No problem. Let's say if you do not have done any internships or not any big fancy company names on your resumes, not a problem at all. Maybe you have done, maybe you have went through some visits. Maybe you have attended some seminars. Maybe you have been part of any society or something like that. And for that, of course, you need to draft something from the very scratch, right? Do it. You still have a lot of days. It's going to be on 12, so perhaps you have around 6 to 7 days maybe, or maybe 5 to 6 days, yeah. So use this time, utilize this time, draft something out. You can show it to me, show it to our other colleagues at our office. And also, we are there to help you to prepare for a proper job interview. Or see, I'm not promising whether these people will be selecting or they won't be selecting, but of course we should always look the positive side. We should always think positive. Yes, being critical is not bad at all. It's perhaps a good thing. In fact, it's a good thing being critical, being realistic about things as well. But so everybody speaks from their experiences. I'm speaking right now in front of you from my own experience. I personally believe that when you do work hard, when you put efforts in something, alhamdulillah, in my life, whenever I have put some efforts, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has helped. The help has come. Maybe it has come late. Maybe sometimes it has come earlier. Maybe it has come sometimes with the due process, but it does come. Allah does not let go of your hard work, or it does not get overshaded by anything. Put some efforts. At least what's going to happen? You're going to learn a lot in order to achieve for greatness. What's the worst that can happen? Will you die? Of course you won't die. But definitely you're going to learn a lot of things. For instance, there have been a lot of, let's say, companies that I've been applying since my undergrad days. Even in my undergrad, did everybody respond? Of course not. Of course not. I got a lot of rejections as well. For instance, in my past 5 years of my experience as a freelancer working on Fiverr.com, well, alhamdulillah, this is the 6th year that it started. So I got a lot of rejections. The deals were ready. The money was about to be transferred, but the deals got cancelled right at the spot. People stopped replying on Fiverr. I was a level 2 seller by one time, but then they threw me back to level 0. Literally level 0. They call it the new level seller. So then what happened? Did I die? No, of course not. That was a learning. That how the algorithm is working. So if you have this approach, this mindset, I've heard a podcast a couple of years ago in my undergrad days. They call it PMA, positive mind attitude. If you have this positive mind attitude, I'm telling you, you are going to be unbeatable, because your mind, your thought process will be automatically be on a kind of a, I don't know how to say it, maybe on a kind of a autonomous mode, that even if you want to think bad, even if you want to think negative, even if you want to be pessimistic, it will, the gravity, or there's going to be an elasticity that will pull you back on the right track. Hey, you know what? let's not think about it. Let's not think on the circumstances that are not in your control, but let's think about the things that are actually in your control. So I'm not going to make the video too longer. It's already been 10 minutes. So please, the key takeaways from this video, the video are that please do work on your resumes. Number one, draft them, find some online templates. And if you need my help, of course, I'm always there for you people. No problem at all. Because see, I have been through that time, exactly the time that you guys are going through. I'm not claiming that I have achieved each and everything in my life. Of course not. I'm still struggling. I'm still young, alhamdulillah. We strive every day. We do strive every day. And I believe, and I really strongly believe, alhamdulillah, I got really great teachers back in my school, back in my college, back in my university, back in my both master's degrees, which I never completed. But and I got amazing mentors as well, who kept on pushing me in different phases of life. Not everybody has this, opportunity. Not everybody's even that, let's say, privileged to have these people in your life. But I feel a huge responsibility to do something better. I don't know, whatever is in my hands. I'm not claiming that I'm qualified to speak on these things, but whatever we can give back to the society, right? So have this approach of a giver. Then of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens your doors. All right, guys, then thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you please do take away something from this, and please try to implement these things as well. All right, then inshallah, I'll see you in the next video, probably with another topic that will be really, helpful for you people, something to take away from this. All right, then, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.